Match up with the Washington football team. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First down, Kaepernick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's Kaepernick. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A give running right is Gainwell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd and a couple. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around touchdown. 28 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give to Gibson running right.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 20. Now Kaepernick. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A slight pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. At Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
2nd and 12. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
But first down, Hurts going deep here for Watkins. He's got him in, complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the handoff, Gainwell. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Gainwell again. Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
They will run for it with Gainwell.
And this time he is in. Kenneth Gainwell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch QB drop. 60 men. 55, Mike 55. Watch the slant.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts.
They've got his man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Quit talking about it. Hey, switch gears.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 18 Cardinal. Check 9. Check. Ringo. Panther 11. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing is Hurts.
Buying time to his left. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Kaepernick.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He hits Adams complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Gainwell.
He's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And these guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
They'll look to run with Gainwell.
And take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell
taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They will run it. It's McKissick. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Devon Diablo. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
On second down and 4, Fitzpatrick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
That catch good for only a couple. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
From the 27, Hurts forced out to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On second and 11 now. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Cameron Curl.
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big young.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 to 7 range. 3 to 7 range. 3 to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's McKissick. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Strip that ball. Alert flare.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
They'll run with McKissick.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And some space here. 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Washington 10. Joey Sly sets the kickoff.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He's at the 30. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He'll have a first down past the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Fitzpatrick on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And my goodness, another interception. Well, and it's picked.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by the rookie, Devine Diablo. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon